Hey, how y'all doing? Just got out of the shower, and it's echoing that I talk about certain stuff a lot, so we can act like I talk in vain. Okay. Here's an old picture of me before a cell phone. You see, I look like I look like I was Michael Jackson's older brother, and I was more mature than Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson was really mature. You feel me? I look as, you feel me, the glow. I'm as smart as Nikola Tesla, but I don't have privacy to be a genius. So, it's 2 decades later. So that signifies if I got privacy. So now there's clout about my geniusness. But I'm a Tachi. And hold on. Cause I just got out the shower, you feel me? And the video, I can do it myself, but shh, don't tell them that they're not being quiet. You feel me? So we just about to do this real quick, y'all. Hold on quick.
A new day is upon us, and the time has come for you to accept the powers of the Zeo Crystal. These are your Zeonizers. They will allow you to morph and call upon your new Zeo powers. Value them and protect them as you did your morphers and your power coins.
Alright, here goes. Good luck, guys.
Rangers, your courage and sacrifice have brought us the Zeo Crystal. It will bestow upon you powers beyond your imagination. Catherine, from this moment on, you will be known as Zeo Ranger 1, Pink. Tanya, you will be known as Zeo Ranger 2, Yellow. The subcrystals the rest of you retrieved have given you new colors. Rocky, you are now Zeo Ranger 3, Blue. Adam, the power of Zeo Ranger 4, Green, belongs to you.
Cool.
And finally, Tommy, you will assume the identity of Zeo Ranger 5, Red.
They're amazing, Billy.
Rangers, the power of the Zeo Crystal now resides within you. How do you feel?
Oh man, I feel totally energized.
Me too.
You will have many new tools at your disposal. These will all be revealed in time. I am very proud of all of you. As Power Rangers, you have served your planet well. But the Power Rangers as you have known them are gone forever. In their place has emerged a new and more advanced fighting force. You have now become the Power Ranger Zeo, the next level in the fight against evil.
Okay, so I just played something that was
We're not Power Rangers. Who are?
that was rated for kids, you feel me? Something fighting that was rated for kids. Y'all can guess what I played. Okay, let's let that echo. So to show you, so we know I'm about to write something on that subject, so that you feel me. Remember, y'all, I just got out the shower. So, out of whatever attitude I was supposed to have before the shower, I was supposed to refresh and see if people was gonna start with me again. You feel me? So I feel like we got a good amount right here. And yeah, you feel me? I feel like we got a good something, but I'm about to just still give a moment of silence before I show this page. Explain what I am trying to say, you feel me? Because you feel me, the world shifts, you feel me? So I'd rather wait to shift the world than shift the world, you feel me, that quick, because I could see the shift coming. Okay, yeah. Oh, excuse me. And I'm writing something important that everybody would agree to. Thank you. This is the last thing, because I see people see how words and letters are microism of hieroglyphs, and you feel me, the visualization that hieroglyphs are coming from before I even write this, because I'm coming with that energy that a hieroglyph off of one picture would give. So this is gonna be the last thing I put down. And that's it. Okay. So now, I played a clip from the Power Rangers. You feel me? We got, before anybody could tell me what I was, you feel me? Before I even had a phone, I glowed. So you feel me? Now, if I get a cell phone, since we have to use this picture, you feel me? We just use this picture since looking at me. older means I ain't it because y'all have time to make clout. But if I get a cell phone and people I don't want following me are following me on my cell phone when they knew they couldn't watch me running around because of all the things I could do, that means y'all made me citizen arrest y'all without trying. So off rip, and it's been years, if I get upheld, they're gonna be like, but he got a foul on everybody. You feel me? So who is he? You feel me? You feel me? So a phone, y'all start trying to joke with me on my phone when I tell y'all not to follow me. It means that my phone has y'all all locked up. You feel me? I get off of my phone, y'all don't know what to do. You feel me? The space of the webs and eds when I'm on and off, been on, you feel me? And guess what? You feel me? Developed senses show, like, I just started doing something extra to show my importance in the world that was already there, but clout covered it up. So now I'm about to show this whole page. Look. Truth versus opposite day. Okay? Someone said I can't read it that way, so you feel me? Lost train of thought. This is everything that started attacking me out when I got out the shower. But when I was in the shower, I had a little meditation because people, you feel me, in its privacy. And if you're not invited as a spiritual being, or you feel me, as a glow in my surroundings, like strangers aren't invited in the house or anything like that, you can't evade personal space. So I got out the shower, and the atmosphere, you feel me, first when I was, before I took a shower, people take showers because they stink, you feel me, they could stink for many reasons. They're a hunter, the forestry of the world, you feel me, it might not be they stink, so it's like a little hunting game, you feel me, of who's following, you feel me. So I got out the shower, and clout told me I don't stink no more. You feel me? So if clout wasn't there, I wouldn't have been known as, but the stank is still in the air, so that's not me. So we got truth versus opposite day. This is what I wrote down for him, and we was all puzzled of what it was getting written down. Loss of train of thought. This is stuff that started attacking me when I got out the shower, and I'm supposed to be I feel refreshed. So, you feel me? Someone that goes through this, and like I was saying about citizen arrest, you have to put them in the category of cop. Is that person a cop? You feel me? Hold on, I got y'all. I'm gonna point to the shits because we got someone in the air stinking at the atmosphere. So we got truth versus opposite day. So it's still truth, but you know, people, the best way to, when you not trying to argue with somebody, and you can't even just talk because people on other planes, and we showed a picture where I didn't have a phone, so I had to know people on other planes, and at that age, single digits, if I chilled with someone on another plane, you know that story, they'd be like, oh, you gonna forget about your child because they was with them on another plane, and then they was like, bitch, if I come to this plane, you cannot just act like we didn't, you feel me? So, you feel me? And that's 2 decades older for me to still be in adulthood and be happy with people's campaigns. But you know, some people didn't grow up, so they see people on their own campaigns and going on longer adventures and making this whole clout of why people talk a certain way with people, and really it's you're following them on another plane, and as an authority, or knowing how authority works, or if you want to call them gangbangers when you don't affiliate them with the commercial companies, they talk out loud to anything that's trying to follow them. You feel me? What I was about to say, Holocaust. No, I wasn't. But you know, for what I was going to say, it was synonymous. That's the best thing they could. You feel me? Exorcism. So, That's loss of train of thought. So that's what that falls in the category of. You feel me? Because I'm clean. I'm trying to stay clean. You feel me? You feel me? You can tell by the way I get attacked how OCD I am about being clean. With truth versus opposite days, because it should just be a regular atmosphere with my humidity stats of people listening, not people trying to be against what I'm saying. I got a big stat of people trying to be against what I'm saying. So now, people that go through situations like this are some type of cop. You feel me? And you change the letters accordingly to the Z's. You feel me? For their rank. Everybody knows. Shit, call them Power Ranger Zeos, okay? Shit. Now, multi-dimensional planes. You feel me? That's what I was talking about earlier. Before cell phone, and then people just sees I can be on one plane still, and prove I can be in two places at one time. But you feel me? They want to lie about. They want to lie. Excuse me, bad service. Truth versus opposite day. Okay. But they want to make a joke. Like I said, I got people citizen arresting for watching me on multiple planes and have my phone in my hand watching that, and don't want people to claim. And that's dumb. You feel me? You can't be a stranger on the street telling someone in their house or when they was even talking about you, but you was trying your best not to think about me or some shit, and you see that I done pulled up. You feel me? Or I called on my cell phone for being asleep. You feel me? So hold on. Cause you feel me? I just took a good ass shower that people's trying to dirty me up. But if I stayed in the shower, none of this stuff would be here. Okay? So, multi-dimensional planes. Now, you feel me? The hieroglyph is a plane. You feel me? You feel me? I know how to read hieroglyphs. Just to tell y'all. So, and it's a representation of being. You feel me? The world is a ship to the high rank authorities. You feel me? It's a ship to everybody, but I'm talking about the ones that steer it. So that's why I put Magic School Bus in quotes right there. Hold on, I got y'all. I'm just tired of hearing this stupid shit. Like I'm gonna slowly scroll to it, but we'll do it this simple because it's just like I'm not about to be walking around and someone's talking to me and telling me, and then when someone else talk to me, they start doing Babylon and shit. Develop senses. You feel me? That's what maturity is. People holding you to your developed senses. You feel me? And like I said in the picture, I was the main one telling adults to. That's how adults fought me. You feel me? With my senses, I told them to grow up. And then they said grow up. And then it was just like, hear it. He don't have to, and he's more mature than me. He can be, they make an age for when you can be childish. Not wanting to be stalked, that versus friends with the okay. To take the word stalk out of code red. You feel me? So that all that energy is stalkers. You feel me? And then friends with the okay, that energy is them trying to say, well, why are they doing it? You feel me? That's that stupid shit. Leader versus wannabe. You feel me? So now that we got that established, that we're trying to use me as a comparison. Forestry. That means, you feel me? It's still a forest, but where are you at in the forest? You feel me? Hunter. That means, what do you call surviving. You feel me? Once you learn how to survive, you're a hunter because you're gonna do the same thing to survive. That's what a hunter is, a survivor. Look, let's get on this word real quick. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Leader versus wannabe. Okay. So this is where the arguments happen when they try to, they stereotype what the leader would say. So people walk around in the world only talking off of a leader's persona. So if you be like, example, I was like, oh, okay, I didn't know, I think I know when food is off limits or not. And then truth versus opposite day, and lost a train of thought. And not wanting to be stopped versus friends with the okay. Hold on, there should be one more. Oh, Cop. There's a music video out that they knew I was gonna bring up, so it's just like that ricochet because everybody knows. And you feel me? When no one's following you and everybody listens politely in the clairvoyant party, and not just yelling, but then that's what I said. Renaissance is louder than Cold Red, and being on the volume to show the stank is the same way of agreeing. I said, with leader versus wannabe, I said, I think I know what is off limits and not. You feel me? And you know, there's a lot of stank. So, you know, obviously in the Cold Red, so I was like, thank you for co-reading. I didn't know you was the one that co-readed food. And then she said, I do not talk like that. Just gonna wait for that person's vibe to calm down because they know we just told them who they've been copying out of the example I just gave. So I do not talk like that. So y'all add up all the other stuff that you feel me. Okay. So I do not talk like that. And this is like, we know what that means. And the thing is, duh. What you mean? So, you know, there goes the attack. And like I said, I come about how there's many ways to keep your hygiene up. Humidity. This person said, I do not talk like that. But I do talk like that, you feel me? So, you know, it was like, duh, you're not going to talk like me. So, you know, the world is multidimensional, so if you get your ass beat in a multidimensional world to one spot, you don't stay on that dimension. You go back to the dimension that you came from. So, you know, that's how, you feel me? Whoever rank cop deals with people multidimensionally. That energy itself got them the breath. So, you know, you can't go that many places. So, humidity. And once again, I took a shower. Shower works through humidity, advanced technology. No one wants nobody. And first of all, everybody knows if the water is clogged, it can bust the faucet. That's how faucets bust. If you choose to leave the civilization of Pangea and do it yourself, and you're not organized enough with your people to plumb the shower while you taking a shower. So that's another reason why I did this too and took this long to talk about it, because it fucks up their whole yelling in the back streets to cover up who someone is, which once again is rarely telling someone who they is. It's just they think they can put them in a soap opera and let them be mad when they see how rich they was and they didn't have to go through something. But yeah, if you don't want to be in the world of Pangea, that the first people on this land is still alive and are the ancestors of, you feel me, where the Asians hold on to that as the big bros, and let everybody else live their colorful life through back to Pangea or the one community, then you have to control the plumbing of the faucets, and it might blow up in your face. And one thing we see is that I'm with the state of the art people that synchronized swimmers. You feel me? I'm with the synchronized swimmers that get that theme of, I think I'm great at everything. You feel me? So, clean versus dirty. So, that also being said is, that's the attitude of people that want to be dirty. You feel me? You feel me? Let people that want to be clean speak for themselves. And because it's all about body language. You feel me? You feel me? Body language versus he say, she say, which is truth versus opposite. And the last thing that I chose to wait to put down is my stench versus your stench. And that's about respecting personal space. Okay? So if you don't respect personal space, then, it becomes a versus game. Because the person that defends themselves is going to want their stench over your stench. And you fighting someone's obviously wanting your stench over their stench. So we got developed senses of proof through the picture that I put up of knowing a lot and what color was the star, and people falling other planes when they're not supposed to, because people in the end still the willingness. So that's where what authority you come. Are you feel me? Are you an anime show that's just cold and choose to be just a uniform commercial witness, or are you feel me, the representation or the reflection of someone that chose to do that? So that being said, this is a clairvoyance party about personal space. That's what we're talking about today. Like I said, I was gonna come on here and talk, and You feel me? When people think I lost my train of thought, I just use that as a time to pause. You feel me? So that shows you I'm watching these people. And on many different planes, and people just want to be their own description of something. And I didn't do enough because I could elaborate more. If you feel me? That's the excuse to keep bothering somebody. So now that I put down, we can just watch people just scatter into other synonymous examples. You feel me? So losing that book, you feel me? Because right now, in other planes, people is yelling, complaining about me being viral. So whatever I talk about, they're gonna be like, "Oh, that's what I was saying when I was doing that." You feel me? And once again, we go back to now. I took a good ass shower in that, and I'm glowing that I don't smell like that. You feel me? And people is glowing with "stop telling" on them. And it's like, so this happens every time. So, I take time as a hunter in the world to relax, show people how you can keep your hygiene up many ways if you're being stalked in the world. Because the proof of being stalked, but it being handled, is words is off limits for some reason. You feel me? That's all you really have to look at to know that someone's following you on another plane and you're on a higher plane, watching them follow you. Like, you can't, you feel me, call endorsements that look at you as the leader to handle the situation. So all you gotta do is look at the words that are off limits to say, and you can see you're around stenches, auras, and immature people in the world. That's all I was trying to say. And you feel me? The theme of the gathering, you feel me? So it's not hard to see that when I go live, people know that it's an irony. I go live and people look at the multi-dimensional world, but no, they have to respect the plane that I'm on. So it's so stupid because they're looking at the multi-dimensional world and being like, respect for the plane that I'm on. And it's not, because if it was respect for the plane I am on, then y'all be looking at the plane that I'm on and be talking about you feel me? Y'all are silent about the multi-dimensional world. You feel me? Exactly. You guys are not silent about the multi-dimensional world, but y'all on hush about it, while y'all are dead ass silent about the plane that I'm on right now. So that gives me respect for being authority of some sorts, because if y'all wasn't using the clout about the world being multidimensional, you feel me, y'all would be talking about the plane that I'm on, and it would be embarrassing to immature people. I should be getting embarrassed right now for being on this plane right now and this clout of what I'm doing. But people know the multi-dimensional world and know that's not real. So in the end, you feel me? What I'm trying to say is that energy needs to stop. Because in the end, whoever's saying that energy and people not on this plane broadcasting me in that way, they broadcasting me in the multi-dimensional world, that means y'all telling me people are following me. And once again, words being off limits shows the immaturity in the atmosphere. You feel me? Because why would words be off limits and people like you don't know what people are going through? Okay, that is such a hypocritical statement. You feel me? Because it's just like that what anybody else is going through and why someone want to use the word should neutralize it. You feel me? I'm not saying someone do criticize if it's not constructive, but I'm saying like I was more respected as a goddamn baby genius than an adult. You feel me? As a baby genius, I was getting told, you feel me, that I can do all of this, like Nikola Tesla and stuff like that. Give me my personal space and etc. As an adult, I'm hearing, you feel me, it's not supposed to go backwards, it's supposed to keep going. I still haven't did the inventing shit of personal space I wanted since then, you feel me? That's decades ago. So that shows you how mature, disciplined, but unsettled I am, and people is joking with my atmosphere when I talk about certain things, and it's just like the only reason why I didn't talk about that back then because I didn't want to hear no goddamn like, what you mean like, if I can do calculus at a young age, I don't want to hear no he's a baby genius. No, that's so it's just like at this age, how do we go backwards with respecting how intelligent I was getting looked at before 6? You feel me? You feel me? And it's really once I got a cell phone in my hand. So once I turned 13, my intelligence started dropping in people's eyes. And it's just like, my intelligence shouldn't have dropped. You should have left me alone. Go observed we got to the peak of leaving that genius, you feel me? We're speaking general now. Leaving that genius alone. Go inside of the world, see what that genius did in that peak. And then see, after leaving that person alone, what has he done? Not, 13, what is there to show? Like, because it's just like, that's what really happened in my whole life. So it's just like, we're in a amplitude, an altitude of jealousy of a bad joke. Because like I said, I haven't proven myself yet. So now we're in a bad joke because I'm still asking for the same thing before a cell phone was in my hand. Like, that doesn't make sense, you feel me? So it's just like, obviously I was a sadistic person. I went by the chivalry code at that age, that now being in adulthood and I have to protect myself, you feel me? We can still see that's consistent, you feel me? But other than that, I don't, you feel me? I guess it's regular to know, like, you feel me? It's defend your castle, run into my alarm and see what happens. but keep making jokes about how I got the whole world, and the camouflage is making it, and is not, is, you feel me, staying infamous, you feel me. So it's one thing to put a whole idea on blast. It's another thing to keep getting proven wrong, but saying sooner or later that person is gonna run out of ways of telling me that they proved me wrong. Okay, so what's gonna happen after that person runs out of ways? You feel me? Because once again, we still going off. I came out the shower. I wasn't parched when I was in the shower. I'm not parched now. So where the fuck is this thought of being parched coming from? You feel me? This is a bad joke. This is a bad joke of not giving a genius personal space. There's a zillion scripts, soap operas. My whole life inside the school was a goddamn soap opera. But it was just like, I didn't have to say nothing. Teachers was quick to try to argue with me because they felt as dumb as other people trying to say the world's not multidimensional. You feel me? I don't even have to elaborate after that. You feel me? You know how dumb you look for wanting to be a teacher, and someone that's glowing with the world's multidimensional. You got them trying to play dumb with the next guy. You know how stupid you look? Common sense of reality, truth versus opposite day, is the experience points on why y'all really, because it could just be a kid that went through every class in every dimension, and they come to this class and y'all playing like the world's not no, it's more than that. So that is very pitiful. That, you feel me? That you got jokes that, oh, he's so smart, he want to learn from himself. Well, who gonna make the flying cars if the person that make flying cars doesn't learn from their goddamn self how to make sure that car has more safety? So you feel me? It's a whole bunch of stupid people in the world disrespecting someone's body language. You feel me? I'm in a world that is adjacent to my body language, full of people raging war against the world adjacent to my body language. That's all it is. People is raging war against someone going to a community that he fits in. It's like, well, there's no other community. Well, you need to shut the hell up, you feel me, and threaten me. You feel me? It's that simple. Because it's either you shut the hell up in the community or you die. Because you cannot be jealous of a leader. That's the dumbest. You cannot be jealous of a leader. You cannot be like, this leader does so much in the world. No one has to give him credit for how much he does. This is not a soap opera. I'm roasting y'all. So make it sound like a soap opera, please. This is not me saying, all right, y'all, this is pitiful. Y'all can do better. I don't give a fuck if you can do better. The thing is, I wake up every goddamn day and listen to the sound effects of people's attitudes, and then other people in the world don't have no attitude, so they think they saying they got some attitude to share with others. You feel me? And people, you feel me? It's saturated so much of how stupid it is that people are obliterating the world's multidimensional. But I have technology in my hand proving that a cell phone is more than dialing a number. There's apps to see someone on another dimension. You feel me? You can dial their number because they're on another dimension. You feel me? You can go on social media to see them on another dimension. You can go on YouTube to see them in another dimension. And before the goddamn technology to keep first person view to see someone in another dimension came out, y'all had to respect that that niggas will come from another dimension and beat your ass. Now it's just regular because technology came out. And y'all making a joke about how life is one. So who are y'all testing? You feel me? I haven't talked about this, so this is silence renaissancing. And y'all saying I went to another dimension where y'all couldn't reach me. And I talked about it. So this is how stupid this is. Say I'm a valedictorian in every other dimension. If I'm not a valedictorian in this dimension, what does that have to say? Because however you say it, you're right. You feel me? That just doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. It don't make a wee bit of sense. You feel me? You feel me? The teaching of the body, the teaching of astral projecting. So, you feel me? The teaching of cloning or whatever y'all want to call it. Someone chose to use their body as a osmosis human vehicle. They gave everybody that respect that person as a genius on Nikola Tesla's level, a human vehicle of his body. This is where the loss of train of thought part comes in. Truth versus opposite day. Graduated with all these people having his body as a human motor vehicle. So then you feel me, that the vehicle knows how to turn translucent. Then came to this dimension where the president used the human vehicle. The most respected valedictorian used the human vehicle too, and still does. And every other job and ownership, then they come where there's really a twin that's like, well, I'm his twin. I'ma use the fucking human vehicle because that's what twins do anyway. Did everything that's jammed in the atmosphere because it was done, but they didn't give that person respect because they said it was your human vehicle that did it, but they're twins. Then did a marine thing in Jamaica to make pharaohs out of everybody using the human vehicle. So that's when the human vehicle became translucent. And everybody else, you feel me, loss of train of thought, truth versus opposite thing, became a pharaoh in that way. So that was the human vehicle of that person's school and graduation, turning people into pharaohs. Pharaohs now, Kemet in Egypt. Yeah, Kemet in Egypt now. Whoa, Pangea's not a theory. And the twin was the only one walking around the opposite way. So the difference is, instead of being translucent, he became noticeable. So, now becoming noticeable and taking on all those goddamn occupations. As people jealous of advanced technology and will never ever get to touch it. So, it's a war. It's a war on the best alarm security in the goddamn world. So, it's not a war. It's just stupid people wanting to die. It's called being suicidal. You feel me? Truth versus opposite day. And you feel me? Once again, I then called it out. People come with their sound effects. And they're not a zone. Not a zone that anybody want to be in their community or go to their school or play on their team. But what do they think about? The human vehicles, schools, teams, goddamn land, and etc. But don't got not a damn thing going for them. Just following that human vehicle and like, well, who's the one that can claim it at the top? Find the twin. See that the twin has it on them translucently while other people are walking around you feel me, on different planes, so people don't get confused like, whoa, it's a zillion of him. So they just said it was just him over and over again. It was just the twin over and over and over again on different planes. And then the top of the Yacht Marines was that human vehicle. So Jamaica came Pharaoh in Jamaica. And then the last time of doing it, you feel me? I'm not about to go back and forth with which came first. Where they disrespected the twin and was saying, oh, you got to give credit. You have to give credit to the human vehicle. And then the human vehicle stopped being translucent. Because y'all was saying, you're not talking, the human vehicle is talking. You're not, and then the human vehicle just stopped being translucent. And now can't go goddamn walk down the street without people telling the human vehicle to do a security alarm shit. And guess what I didn't talk about? And I'm gonna talk about it. Let's just let that shit sizzle. Because I like making subtitles, you feel me? I like just making subtitles. So let's let that energy sizzle so I can make the subtitles of that energy. So the human vehicle was translucent on its twin, and it was telling the twin, you can't claim nothing. You have to give it to the human vehicle. Then the human vehicle, because it didn't want people to claim, oh, I knew you was going to show up, drowned itself, and then showed up. And other people did it the opposite way, became translucent and showed up as they're saying they're the pharaoh version of that person, being a human vehicle for them. You feel me? Wally type shit. And all the shit that you was telling the twin couldn't claim, but was walking in and out of businesses. You feel me? Dapping up the president, telling Donald Trump he's going to become the president. So that's why Donald Trump became a pharaoh and then went to go become the president. Then the twin just chose to be there when the human vehicle chose to not be translucent. So that means, guess what? If the human vehicle turns translucent again, you're going to see the same goddamn person. And then went to all these schools becoming valedictorians. And, you know, when y'all saw the human vehicle first, y'all done played the Saw game of when you see the pharaoh before they do the last present of that human vehicle school to be the pharaoh. You gotta respect them as that valedictorian and etc. And the twin did the same thing. So that means going back to school where the world is multidimensional. And this is the you feel me? And y'all are goddamn trying to ignore the world's multidimensional because the human vehicle is choosing to go to school. But they went to school with their twin. You feel me? The one that can, you feel me? Everybody else can claim to be the twin, but the one that would say, yeah, that was just being security, but still living as a normal person with the twin. So the human vehicle got a name, you know, you feel me? Been on missions, oh, you feel me? That mission showing up for the name they claiming me as. You feel me? And teachers is dead ass. Teachers now, it's dead ass ignoring the world is multidimensional. You know how stupid you look with this person being in class. You ignoring that the world's multidimensional, and you is tagging along with the lessons these people learn from the twin in the human vehicle. With telling them you don't have to do that again, and he's giving you an energy with you doing silence. I want to though, and you just keep trying to approach. So then he has to mark the wrong answer to say yes. I did do my security alarm on you. Yes, I did do. So every grade he has is off of when y'all respected personal space and not. But guess what? The world's multidimensional. How many goddamn times does the security human vehicle gotta goddamn go to goddamn school and get all A's on the same goddamn pieces of papers with more difficulty to be respected for their intelligence on a simpler grade scale? Because in all the other years, they taught free energy. This one goddamn year, they said put a battery to light. Now, what did you do? Like that was going to let him attack his twin or some shit. So the synchronicity It's there for a reason. You feel me? First of all, synchronicity has to deal with the alignment of dimensions through a matrix, not someone listening and disliking what they're hearing and attacking it. That's just someone disliking somebody. So obviously you're listening to an intelligent person talk, and it's normal for them to talk like this, so you're not giving them the intelligence that they grasp. So once again, it's a whole bunch of people waiting for the human vehicle to do its security alarm, to do what the twin was doing, and they didn't give the twin credit when the human vehicle was translucent. Because when they saw the human vehicle walk around, it was for one moment. Then the twin took the spot. And then whoever, you feel me, I don't lost a train of thought of what I was about to say, but you're following, so I don't know how I lost a train of thought, and you know what I'm about to say. How did everybody know what I'm about to say, but I lost my. Oh. Now, once again, who's parched? Who knows they taste nasty and saying it in someone's mouth? Okay, so now this human vehicle is not going to move off of, you feel me? Because the body is a human vehicle already. So yeah, making it trying to sound like a goddamn, when it was just a goddamn simile and metaphor about if it was explained in another fucking way. Y'all wouldn't have gave the truth out this way. So that just shows you the system of the world for the human vehicle to have got a goddamn phone in their hand. And this not no sob story. But I guess you can cry that you notice that y'all are way off for even being friends with anybody that got the human vehicle as a hoodie. Like, you feel me? That shit is annoying. Mind your business. When someone follows somebody, they get their ass beat to the organization. And then the organization tells them to go home. You don't go days onto days onto then backwards, thinking you're going to go back that way. And then follow this person on the fucking phone when you see that they didn't travel, but it's in two places at the same time. Because they have to watch their goddamn house from someone talking about following them in their house and sent their shit and told them to go home now and don't do that shit. Then they sent your shit back to your house and then you still trying to do it, so they sent your shit back here and they keep telling you, go home. You don't have a house on this dimension. Stop trying to fit in. Okay? You gotta wait a couple days the Renaissance to stink, right? Like, this is not no goddamn laughing matter, bro. You feel me? Beep, beep. I'm gonna get off the car. Oh, man. But yeah. Because, ain't no goddamn way the human vehicle. Because, I was just trying to. But then I didn't hit the spot of going to another topic. Well, so, ain't no goddamn way. When the human vehicle went to elementary school, y'all talking about he about to steal a computer to make a joke about him being the human vehicle. Or he about and talking about how he know who the real president is. No matter what. And then ain't no goddamn way. In middle school, everybody's calling the human vehicle a warlock for disease. You feel me? So no one can walk around like disease. And then ain't no goddamn way. You feel me? In all other forms, which is why the human vehicle did not try and get goddamn college, because it was just like the cap on there was nowhere to be found, and it was like a goddamn headache that y'all play like the world's not multi-dimensional, and they know they couldn't do it in college because collage. So this is the bad thing. And you feel me? And everything before high school, then I'm like, oh, he just wants to be a kid. And it's just like, no, it's just if the human vehicle is talking over there, talk to him over there. Don't goddamn see that the human vehicle is working on a car, and then you not talking nothing on the topic of a car, and then when a human vehicle is grading people on personal space, you trying to talk about why aren't you at the desk? I'm like, I am at the desk. That's a pharaoh of the human vehicle. They graduated to be able to be in that spot with that same knowledge. I'm not about to teach you nonetheless. And then in high school, teachers want to argue because every goddamn student in high school wants to make a joke, and it's about you ain't the human vehicle. So they like, what's the human vehicle gonna make a joke about? And he's like, I'm not about to make a joke. The world's just multidimensional. And they think, oh, there go your joke. The world's multidimensional. See, that's your joke. You making a joke about. I'm making a joke about the world being So the world can't be multidimensional for me? So you can feel safe as a sorry ass teacher? No. If the human fucking vehicle is the teacher, if I done got them turn the dial a little bit, and if you and the dial only got turned to you need to be a cell phone for the human vehicle, even if you're not the pharaoh. You cannot be mad at the human vehicle for being the teacher and you're just supposed to be a cell phone. Like, so guess what? The world's advanced as hell, but people is jealous of the human vehicle that the world moves to keep advancing. You know how stupid that is? I finish my shit early, then I'm trying to talk. And they acting like I'm trying to get my soldiers together or some shit. Bitch, ain't nobody trying to overthrow you. I finished my work. Every time I get sent to the office, I finish my work. And you feel me? They start wanting to kick the human vehicle. You know, when someone wants to kick a fancy car. And it's like, whoa. You can talk shit about the car. You can be jealous of the car. But when you want to push the goddamn metal in, when everybody knows that means that's called evading personal space to a whole nother level, you can't be mad when the alarm goes off. And then you got other people, you feel me? It's a war against the human vehicle that makes the world advance. You know how stupid that is? You feel me? Like, once again, it's so simple. Common law is adjacent to the human vehicle that makes the world advance as fast as it can. So, you feel me? Loss of train of thought. Part of common law in that human vehicle is the world is multidimensional. So just like I said, goddamn, the human vehicle going to school, and the whole argument is that he's not hiding that the world's multidimensional. So he's not making these teachers get fake cool points. When any goddamn student walks in and says, you're not going to just get any cool points from me, you better respect the human vehicle. How the fuck the human vehicle walk in and you disrespect the human vehicle, saying you're not just about to get any cool points if you don't respect the criteria of the school still being open? So, just like that, multidimensional. If we turn the goddamn dial in all of Pangea, or how far it goes, galaxy, you cannot turn the dial to you need to be the cell phone of the human vehicle and talk about how life operates. Because the dial didn't get turned to someone else, ruined, and it'll just be another pharaoh. It got turned to everybody being a cell phone for the human vehicle. And they'll be like, well, it got turned to a pharaoh, that's the same thing. Well, that just means the human vehicle and the pharaoh think alike. And y'all not smart enough to learn offside of where the human vehicle learns from the pharaoh too. And you see the difference. So, if we turn the dial to the human vehicle, instead of people supposed to be a cell phone for the human vehicle, it would say That sound effect comes from people that don't have a house on this dimension, and they got sent here to know the company of their charges. Now go back to your dimension. Now if we just turn it down to the cell phones, it's the same thing. And you know, that's all I'm trying to, you feel me? That's all I'm getting when I'm saying this. The human vehicle chose not to be translucent no more after BT to AT, you feel me? BT, they were saying you might be smart enough to do everything the human vehicle can do, but the human vehicle did it for you. Then AT, they, you feel me? What the fuck? Cause you know I don't want to keep talking and then be in a whole fog of the human vehicle giving people their charges of trying to stink in the atmosphere. And then they keep following the human vehicle, so the human vehicle has a whole surveillance of how all the stenches they was following, how they smelt when they followed him, and why they kept following the human vehicle. And they still follow him just to hear someone talk about human vehicle. You just drove through the forest or some shit. The human vehicle needs a car wash. And all the human vehicles asking from before translucent to after translucent. It's personal space to be able to event. But the thing is, before translucent, all credit was given to the human vehicle. You feel me? You feel me? Once someone gets popped right there, we gonna see with the human vehicle. And now the translucent, no credit is given to the human vehicle. That doesn't make sense. So y'all can see the crystal-like alignment around the human vehicle on the person that looks just like the human vehicle. But y'all like that. Well, there's two. There's the human vehicle, and then there's the one that got money. Human. Oh yeah, that was the human vehicle's nickname. Money. Who got money? Oh, I know money when I see it. Oh, but the human vehicle become translucent now. You need Federal Reserve. Bitch, I was just money. I got that. But all my glove compartments is gone. Well, show them. If you don't show them, we're not going to say they exist. Or stop following the human vehicle so it can go on the news if they splurge. You feel me? You don't follow someone off a tour. You don't follow someone after the basketball game. What you mean? You feel me? The whole thing is, the atmosphere is steam that the human vehicle called a code red. Just like the human vehicle could call a code red when it was before translucentness. So after it doesn't matter. It's still the same thing. Because if the code red is gone, it's just going to be a spacious home. You feel me? That's not our thing. No one cares about your sob story. Because the human vehicle is not doing a horror story. I thought listening. The human vehicle is the security of Donald Trump. You feel me? Like, the human vehicle. You feel me? I didn't went live talking about Donald Trump isn't talking. So guess what? Wally's president. So, BT, before Translucent, y'all was scared of the human vehicle. Y'all wouldn't dare say clairvoyance ain't real. Say the world isn't advanced because the human vehicle is advanced. I guess y'all all thought y'all was going to get your own. And then after Translucent, when that stayed, that didn't, you feel me, stamped everybody that's going to be that rich is that rich. Now, the same words that was practiced, like, how dare y'all tell the human vehicle want hella views? Y'all got, how you gonna tell money want views? It's weird. The human vehicle can iRobot at any time. What the hell is this surveillance? You feel me? I'm gonna end it at that note because this was all about giving a genius personal space. And the human vehicle made the twin and everybody else that's a pharaoh from the twin be able to get personal space. You feel me? So we was in a limbo, you feel me, a nullified war of who's going to evade personal space. So now the human vehicle is in war because the human vehicle became translucent and it then neutralized the personal space y'all wouldn't have gave others if the human vehicle wasn't translucently in front of y'all and y'all didn't feel the security. Because that's what really happened. What happened was the human vehicle was walking around. Y'all noticed the to-be pharaoh and got a whoop ass and brochure of how to talk to that to-be pharaoh. All the way to the to-be pharaoh twin. And then after, you feel me, to show you that life is chronologically still the same. After twin and them have got all ownership, and it's just a funny ass joke. The human vehicle became translucent in its own security to retire, it becoming vice versa. Like, so once again, this is all about geniuses needing personal space, or they're going to be nicknamed as the people with no money.